Hi, I'm Susan Coslin with EasyMarketingLLC.com. I'm here to tell you I love working with small businesses. That is my passion. I've been doing it for years and I'm going to continue doing it.
With the concept that when they start business, they want to have everyone be their customer. How do you identify your ideal target?
I know it's really hard when you start a business, or even if you've been in business for a couple of years, you think that everybody's your customer, but it's not true. If you don't have that target crystal clear customer, your marketing message is being lost. You're not getting to connect with that customer. So you have to ask yourself different questions like, who do I like working with? Who do I connect with? Who is energetically I can connect with and work with? That's, you keep asking yourself more detailed questions and you can figure out then who is the right person for you to work with and what are you really helping them with? How can you help them? So there's a series of questions you can ask that will really help you get crystal clear on who you should be working with.
Do they group together? Do you go to, do you go on the streets? Do you pick up the phone? How do you find these people?
You take a sign and you start running in the streets. Hey, this is who I am. No, that's kidding aside. That's not what you do. You really can get detailed. You think about, okay, who are your customers and where can you find them? So you ask yourself, like, where do they hang out together? What meetings do they go to? What groups do they belong to? What associations do they belong to? And not only that, you really got to think outside the box. For the case study for one of my clients, he specializes in a certain product. And we took that product and I found out that the EPA has to do inspections on that product. So you know what? I bet you didn't know this, but the EPA, being that it's a government entity, you can get the listing of all those businesses that have that product. And I was able to get the direct contact person for my client to be able to call the right person. So, and that was a list for the whole state of Florida. Granted, not every state gives you that, but the state of Florida does. So when you think outside the box, you can get things that you're not aware of. That's where my creativity come in, and that's what I love doing. Thinking outside the box to see how we can find those customers in groups.
Right, because it's much easier once they're in groups.
It is so much easier because then now you're not struggling like making a phone call here, searching the internet for this person or that person. You got the whole list right in front of you. Phone numbers, contact person, email addresses. What more do you want?
That's amazing. So then when you do find the person, many people have a fear of the phone.
Of course.
Especially now in this day and age where it's so much easier to text or to email. What are your thoughts on the phone?
The phone, you have to use the phone. I do not believe that you can run a business without having a phone because number one, are you going to get in your car and drive around everywhere and go meet somebody? Yeah, if you want to meet them in groups, like at the chamber or stuff like that at certain meetings, by all means do that. But there's no way. Do you know how much time you're going to be wasting driving up and down the streets of 95 trying to find who your customer is to go in there? No, it's not worth it. You pick up the phone. I know it's hard, but the phone is your friend. It makes you money. And then you actually figure out who you want to talk to. And now, what stops everybody? It's the gatekeeper. That gatekeeper can be avoided. You can work over. You can get past them. I do it all the time, and I love it. It's challenging. It's a challenge. But when you come to my class, you'll learn the different questions to ask to get past that gatekeeper. Because you know what? When you stump the gatekeeper, they got to let you go through.
Exactly. Most people see the gatekeeper though as rejection and take it personally. What are your thoughts on not taking rejection personally in sales?
Oh, that is really a hard thing that a lot of people do struggle with. And it all stems down from their belief system, that people do take it personally. It's not. Number one, they don't understand what you're asking them. That's probably why they're saying no. They don't understand what you're offering them. They don't understand that you can help them. And that's when somebody tells me no, to me that just means, oh, they don't understand. They don't have enough information. You got to give them more information to make them understand why they need you and what you're there for, how you can help them. So, you follow up with the emails. You do that. I actually had a client. I always call customers. And until they tell me don't call me anymore, that's when I quit calling them. Because I was working for another case study for one of my clients. I had them calling, and this client that he was trying to get, he called 10 times and left a nice message every time. And do you know that client called back? He was just so busy and said, you know what? I give you credit for calling me and being so polite and so nice after 10 times of trying to get a hold of me. I don't care what you're selling. I want to do business with you. Can you believe that? That truly happened. So don't give up on so many people stop at like 2 or 3 phone calls or 4 phone calls. No, keep going till they tell you, do not call me no more. And then you just call them a year later. So don't ever give up.
So that would bring mindset into it, right? Like, in your sales class, do you have mindset?
Oh, yes. Do you know 80% of your business success is your mindset? So I do incorporate that into my training because people need it. They don't realize what their true belief system is behind them, and that's what stops them. That's why they can't grow. That's why they can't get over that edge, because they're like, I don't know what to do or whatever, because they feel like they're not good enough to get over that. And they are. We are wonderful human beings. We can have the life that we want, and be able to be so happy. We just got to believe in ourselves. And that's what I help you do. You can believe in yourself and get there when you need to.
Right, because all the hard work in the world isn't going to help you if you don't believe in yourself.
Exactly. You can sit there and struggle, and it will be a struggle. If you don't believe in yourself, if you don't have that confidence in yourself, you're just not going to be happy with it.
So another thing then with the believing in yourself is really going to help individuals not only access their own mindset, their intuition, their the growth of their business through their believing in themselves, but also you're going to customize your sales for their business. It's not a cookie cutter approach, right?
Yes, because what happens is I've been out there. I mean, I started my business, almost 15 years ago, and I thought I wasn't good enough. So I went and signed up for these programs, did these programs. And you know what? My business was really good. I was making 5 figures. I was headed to the 6-figure business. But you know what? All of a sudden, I felt that I wasn't good enough for it. I needed to know more, that I didn't know what I knew. A lot of times you don't know what you don't know. And I went and spent all this money. And you know what? My business bombed, because I was listening and doing stuff that wasn't connecting right with me and my customers. And because I thought those coaches, those programs, the way they advertise it were the best thing out there for you, and it wasn't. So that's why, because they give you enough information that you think you could do it, but they don't get detailed with you. And that's why I decided I'm customizing it for each person's business, because it's just not a program will work for you. You have to specialize in what you do and customize it to the way it works for you.
Right. That's a very good point. So how can people sign up for this? I mean, are you starting classes in person? Are you doing them online? Where can we get information?
I'm doing classes on person-to-person basis. So we're limiting it to 10 people because I want to make it customized. So you can go to my website, sign up for my classes on my website at marketingllc.com, and you look under products, and it's Easy Sales Systems, and you can find the different classes that I'm offering there, and you can sign up on there.
Excellent. And how long are the classes, or what's the commitment for each person?
I have a couple classes set up to work with your schedule. So we can do 2 hours in the evening, 3 weeks, Or you can sign up for a Saturday class, which gives you the full 6 hours. So if you're local to the Palm Coast, Flagler Beach, St. Augustine area, you're welcome to apply for the class too.
What about if I'm in Canada and I want to do Skype with you? Is that a possibility?
Yes, we can do the online class with you.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good.
Also, I have a case study. I'm putting together 4 or 5 videos with some tips on using the system that I developed. So check them out. Bye.